Let me remind you, you're in the problem solving and solution providing business. No matter what you do, no matter what you produce, no matter what you sell, see a need, fill a need. Let me ask you a question. Are you tied up in knots trying to analyze all the variables, all those things that make up the parts and parcels of a successful business? Well, to fully understand how to be a great entrepreneur, how to be a great businessman, I've got some tips and tricks for you today. Number one, growth should be measured and coordinated to improve sales. Whether you're a sportsman and you measure things by the size of the fish you caught, or the number of hole in ones, or the longest drive, or the number of tennis sets you win, or how many times you picked up the 7-10 bowling split, everything that gets done gets measured. And if you're not measuring your progress, you're doomed for failure. When I was overweight and I was told to lose 200 pounds, it was a task that I was sure I could not complete. But when I broke it up into 5 pounds and I said I need to lose 5 pounds in 10 days, that's a half a pound a day. That's clearly doable. Figure out what you can do and then create a program, a plan to do it. So I'm going to help you with 5 easy steps. Step number one is identify your sales goals. And you do that through last week's assignment, which was to create your SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This is your DNA, who you are, what you're good at, what you're not good at, what you've got to overcome to get through the marketplace. McDonald's is in the what business? They're in the I am hungry business. Therefore, I'm going to feed you. They understand they're not gourmet. They understand they are not certainly going to satisfy everyone. But they keep testing products. They keep adding, subtracting, multiplying, divided. They bring back the McRib, they take it away. They offer a breakfast special, they take it away, only to gauge their market and discover the data and analytics that make up their customer's persona. I'll talk about that persona in just a second. Because your second step is to nail down your target market. Who is it that you're trying to sell to? Listen, if you're selling dog food, you don't present it to cats. It's that simple. I'm not trying to make your life difficult. I'm trying to simplify how you can be the best. In fact, you want to be the best at what you do first, and then ultimately the only one that does what you can do. That's right. Focus, target your audience. And to do that, you start off with your SWOT and then you create your SMART plan. And the SMART plan, once again, is pretty straightforward: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. You marry that to your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. And in doing so, you develop a program that achieves your goals. The SWOT analysis really was something we talked about last week, so I'm not going to dwell on it a great deal. You need to understand what you are good at, what you are bad at, what you are the best at, and how you overcome your competition. You then start to build your customer persona. Who is it in your market that is buying your product or service? I identify suspects as everybody in the world. I identify prospects as narrowing down my suspects. I narrow my prospects to a customer who may buy from me once. And then I try to get that customer to buy from me many times. A client is what I go after because that's a customer. that buys from you repeatedly. Understand that persona. Understand who you're going after and how you're going to get there. Create an avatar. Identify opportunities and discover how you're going to be not only the best at what you do, but the only one that does what you could do. Here's a persona card. It's very simple. It's not the only way to do it, but it gives you an idea of who your customer is, what their interests are, what their affinities are, what motivates them. How do you know? Ask them. Stop them and talk to them. Ask them to help you fill out the form. It only benefits them as it benefits you. Here's another version. Notice in this case, it's different questions, different answers, different responses. But no matter what, you want to develop this persona so that you understand more about your clients and your customers. Remember, suspects to prospects, prospects to customers, customers to clients. And then you outline an action plan. That action plan takes 2 through 4 to meet your goals that you created in number 1. It really is a stepping stone, it is a staircase to success. Think of the key performance indicators as a fitness tracker for work. Think about how you're going to go up and down those stairs to reach the top. Sometimes you have to rest. Sometimes you might have to go down. Sometimes you have to take a break. But nevertheless, you're still moving forward. When you're moving forward and you're having these discussions, let me help you get through some confusion. Marketing, selling, promotion, branding, results, they're interchangeable words that people don't understand the difference. And here is, after tens of years of refining them, I've simplified it for you. Marketing is what you do. Selling is what you say. Branding is what you are. And the truth of the matter is, the customer only wants results. What I often refer to as the WIIFM. What's in it for me? What's in it for me is why your customer becomes a client. And to unify all of these circles, you bring in promotion. Because promotion is what you need to come up with a clear, focused, and cohesive marketing, selling, branding, and result generating program or product or service. Look, focus on one goal at a time. Focus on one goal at a time that is scalable and replicatable and things that you can use and do over and over. And then measure the sales, because the sales are only recordable once at a time. Your unique selling proposition has your winning zone, your losing zone, your risk, and who cares zone. Why do I care about what this person is saying or doing? So you want to balance your USP. So that's your assignment for this course. Develop your USP using the tools that I've given you in the past. Create your unique selling proposition by asking yourself, what do I offer? What problem did I solve? What will my prospects pay for it to become a customer? And is there price sensitivity for my repeat customers? Because I want them to be clients. There's your assignment. Here's the tools I've given you in the past as references: 5 steps, SWOT, and SMART.